Antifa terrorist and other anti-Hindu forces who actually executed a massive persecution and genocide on him and his followers since 2nd March 2010. The unabated, decade-old genocide on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his community comprises of over 70 assassination attempts, over 250 sexual assaults on him and the monks and his disciples, lawfare for about 120 plus false cases over 10 years, and moreover the massive hate propaganda in electronic media of over 14,000 hours. And print media hate speech being for over 25,000 articles in 5 years, the destruction of heritage properties worth over 27 million US dollars, and the continuing ethnocide and genocide of over 80 million Hindus worldwide since 7th centuries. All of this is through delegitimizing the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism by hate propaganda, disenfranchising him of all his civil and human rights, prejudicing him from fair representation and fair trial, repeated illegal imprisonment with brazen torture, custodial assassination attempts, supported by systemic justification in various forms, including the common processes of bureaucracy, indifference, self-deception, diffused responsibility, and has resulted in continued systemic complexity with torture, murder, and genocide. And now, as you can see, on 2nd March 2021, 11 years later, what has happened? The anti-Hindu militant terrorist forces launch biowar, the seeds of terrorism on Adi Kailasa ship, which is the last lamp of Hinduism. Joining with me is Ma Achalananda Swami to describe the incident that took place in Adi Kailasa.
Anandam. As one can see, the entire contribution over the past more than 2 decades, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Jagat Guru Mahasannidhanam, His Divine Holiness, Bhagwan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam, has been contributing literally everything not only possible by a being, but literally possible by Hinduism itself to keep itself alive. Adi Kailasa is a standing testimony to that contributions of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, the Grand Temple Monastery Complex, the spiritual enlightenment ecosystem. Over 12 years before, Bhagwan had literally made, like the Noah's Ark or Manu's boat, a ship to save humanity from what it is facing today, having foreseen over a decade before, 12 years before to be more precise, Bhagwan had made the Ananda Lingam, the Nithyananda Lingam in the Vaidya Sarovar, which is literally a rare magic combination. It was created by the SPH with utmost care and compassion to save humanity from the ongoing, literally, Ghora Tandava called COVID. In return, what did the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism receive? Not appreciation, not gratitude from the anti-Hindu terrorist militant forces, but literally, he was driven out of the ship and his home, Bharat, the sacred land of India. Yet the attempts to exterminate him over the past literally decade, Bhagwan had faced multiple assassination attempts. His mission of establishing love, justice, and compassion, the hallmarks of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, continued and continued to date. 11 years after the deadly ethnocide and the massive attack through assassination attempts, character assassination attempts, lawfare, everything launched on 2nd March 2010. Exactly 11 years later today, and on the very same day, on the 2nd March 2021, yet another deadly war is launched against, this time, not only the supreme point of Hinduism on his physical frame, but also on his mission on the Adi Kailash ship. This time, it's a bio-war.
A mysterious package of seeds is sent to Adi Kailash, the headquarters of the mission of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, and home to the rare, powerful healing energy in the form of Anandalinga, 21 feet Shivalinga, made of 1008 Ayurvedic herbs 12 years back, like we have mentioned before. Swamiji has foreseen this whole thing of Pralaya, how humanity is going to suffer because of Pralaya, and 12 years before, he has made this 21 feet Shivalinga with 1008 Ayurvedic herbs, and the ripening has happened this Guru Purnima, especially in 2021. And we can see how so much of activities, so much of relief activities is happening in the Kailasa, especially in Adi Kailasa, protecting people from COVID. At this time, a mysterious package of seeds is sent to Adi Kailash, which is the headquarters of the mission. The Department of Customs sent a letter in May 2021 about the pickup of this seeds package. Unaware of this sinister conspiracy, the Adinam authorities wrote to the Customs Department that they are not aware of and had not ordered any such package. Now, what is behind the seeds package? What is the seeds package that has been mysteriously sent to the Adinam by the Department of Customs? You can see here that on 2nd of March, this mysterious seeds is being sent on 2nd of March, out of all the date when the whole persecution started. In 2021, this year, in 2nd of March, this package is sent. You can see it says that
There you see the letter from the office of the Deputy Commissioner of City Customs, Bengaluru, written to the Adinam addressing the Nithyananda Peetham. And it says very clearly, as you see, referring to the tracking number and a local parcel number, which has been sent by the International Post. And the sentence says, please refer to the above parcel containing seeds in quotes imported through the post. And the customs letter says, you requested to produce the plant quarantine certificate for release of the said parcel. You're also requested to submit the relevant purchase invoice, bill, online order, screenshot or bill of entry showing the value of the items, payment details made against the subject transaction and technical write-up, etc. And it's signed by the customs authority. As one can see here, literally the parcel calling out saying it contains quote unquote seeds which are imported internationally. Now, one can see this parcel has been sent to the Adinam, to the Adi Kailash ship, specifically on 2nd March 2021. The letter from the Customs Department in May of 2021. And then at that time, obviously, the Adinam authorities, they had no clue about what the seeds package is, and they wrote back to the customs saying, we do not know about any such package being ordered by the Adinam. It's really ironical because Adi Kailash is known for organic farming and having its own produce of plants, seeds, etc. There was no reason, obviously, to even import any kind of seeds from abroad. And yet, behind the scenes, or rather in the world outside, what was actually happening was militant groups have been sending unsolicited plant seed packets from unknown locations as the new bio-war weapons. What are the impacts of bioterrorism really? We've seen, literally, we've gone through the harsh realities of persecution, ethnocide, genocide, lawfare, assassination attempts, character assassination, breaking the morale and the spirit of the monastic disciples. All this for more than ever a decade. But here is a new kind of a war, which masquerades itself not even as a war, but it's a very, very commonplace daily living thing. What does it do? What are the impacts of this bioterrorism? Number one, literally targeted for depopulation and genocide. Number two, hunger and food insecurity is what the aim is to produce through these bioterrorism attempts. Devastate through economic loss. And needless to say, as we are witnessing the stark reality of widespread illness, epidemic, pandemic spread through the world.
The main motive behind such deadly genocidal attempts on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his community is to create large-scale disruption to the humanitarian services that is being spearheaded by Swamiji through Kailasa to combat COVID-19. By launching this bio-war unknown diseases, which no medical or agriculture authority can handle, that has been infected in the country, in the community. And you can see how the news about all these unsolicited seeds it's been spreading. Over 750 Canadians received these unsolicited seeds in their mail. Concerns raised after dozens of Canadians planted these unsolicited seeds that are unexpectedly arrived at their doors. USDA investigates packages of unsolicited seeds. Mystery mailings of seeds continue worldwide. So this is already a proven method or approach of bioterrorism that's been inflicted by these militant groups. So and just to rewind in how in 1960s in PL 480 program, when one of the seeds got mixed up with the original crop spread, it caused huge food insecurity and crop damage. The destructive power of these harmful agricultural and biological agents is immense. In June 2015, India had ratified the Biological and Toxin Weapons Convention, which is BTWC, and pledged to abide by its obligations. According to this, Article 1 and 3, there is a violation that has happened, that the package was pushed onto the monastery by the officials in the violation to the Biological and Toxin Weapons Convention, Article 1 and 3.
One can see literally the stark, sinister conspiracy to eliminate the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism in every which way, be it in his physical form, as Devi Parashakti herself revealed that she is directly protecting the physical form of the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism from the various anti-Hindu terrorist militant forces, and she's physically protecting him from the assaults of these demonic elements. And now the war taken to the next level by attacking the core of his mission, which is today to save humanity, every single life, by providing succor and support and spiritual strength through the Adi Kailasa ship, which Bhagavan built over 12 years before, literally foreseeing the pralaya that is happening now and the human conspiracy triggered elimination of human lives, literally like rats or worms. Today, as the world watches in helplessness and the demonic elements watch in glee the destruction that is being inflicted on the planet Earth, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism holds the only promise for savior of life and literally everything possible on the planet Earth, which is the Adi Kailasa ship. And here we saw just literally weeks before the attempted elimination of the Adi Kailasa ship in the form of a ruthless bio-war, bioterrorism through these seeds of terrorism, which by Bhagavan's grace and Paramashiva's and Devi Parashakti's grace, the Adi Kailasa ship was saved from by timely awareness, and the Adinam authorities, though they replied to this war in the form of an innocent reply saying that they were not aware of any imported seeds, and in fact, it was probably a ploy to inflict further harassment and illegal and illicit actions on the Adinam people and the purpose of the Adinam. This is what is happening today as the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism continues to support humanity, open the doors of all his Adinams, not only Adi Kailasa, to the world at large, for providing them the only shelter possible from the ongoing pralaya. This is what he faces in return, yet his promise his mission continues in the face unabated by these demonic elements.
To put an end to this persecution, we humbly pray for the universal, absolute, and non-derogable prohibition of torture and ill-treatment against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, Kailashians, and all the Hindu diaspora worldwide. With this, we conclude today's session where we want to bring out the atrocities and the bywar that's happening, that's been launched against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and his community in Adi Kailasa.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara deities and Nijavatara living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it.
To the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara deities, in Nijavatara living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara deities and Nijavatara living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifesting the cosmic beings in Archavatara deities, in Nijavatara living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara deities and Nijavatara living incarnations, both. During the Samadhi Darshan. Literally, those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifest the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities, in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
There are some great spiritual sciences unique to Hinduism. Subtle, otherworldly, but definitive sign. Manifest the cosmic beings in Archavatara, deities, in Nijavatara, living incarnations is possible. Understand? Kriya Pada of Vedas and Agamas elaborately explain the whole science of making the cosmic beings manifest in Archavatara, deities, and Nijavatara, living incarnations, both. During the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, literally those cosmic beings manifest through this body. Just like how they manifest in Archavatara, deity, they manifest in Nijavatara, Pratyakshavatara, and give you all the boons you ask, bless you. You see, each God is an independent intelligence to lead you to enlightenment. Each God is a bridge for you to achieve the Shivatva, the ultimate Shiva consciousness. Krishna is the bridge for you to achieve the Krishna consciousness. But Shiva consciousness, Krishna consciousness, all consciousness is one and the same. Ultimate consciousness only. So that energy itself completely expresses.
Just like Radhika, when I see my own sweetness in the mirror, I become eager to taste it. I find that the only way to relish this sweetness is through the constitution of Sri Radhika.
Bhava Samadhi Darshan is a window to the infinite expanse of consciousness, allowing us to glimpse the formless in a way that we can understand. It cleanses the karmas of lifetimes. It awakens our biomemory to the space of Paramashiva, the ultimate consciousness, and creates a deep and lasting transformation in us.
Nithyanandam. So welcome back. So next we live darshan of the. We are going to be having a short glimpse of what Parashakti, this divine and the Paramashivam, has been revealing to us in these Akashic readings over these past few months. So let us all get ready to watch and understand what exactly Parashakti had revealed in the Akashic readings. So what are exactly Devi's revelations about the state of the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on the world? Let's now get ready to understand the revelations of Devi Parashakti on the state of the world. So, revelations to the world by Devi Parashakti, the black fungus. Let us now watch the small video clip.
கரும்பூஞ்சை வியாதிக்கு வைத்தியம் கேட்கின்றாய், நன்றாய் தெரிந்து கொள். கரும்பூஞ்சை வியாதி நுரையீரல் மட்டுமல்லாது மூளையையும் நசுக்கி மனிதனை ஜடமாக்கி மரணத்திற்குள் தள்ளும் உயிரியல் ஆயுதம். மனிதர்கள் மீது நடத்தப்படும் உயிரியல் போர் இது. நவபாஷாணத்தின் மீது பொழியப்பட்ட நீரும் மஞ்சளும் பாலும் வேம்பு ரசமுமே இதற்கு மருந்து. அதை அருந்தி உடலிலே அதை ஊற்றி நீராடி இருந்தவர்க்கு காவல் அம்பிகையின் சக்தி. ஓம் ஓம் ஓம். சிருஷ்டி நஷ்டமாகாதிருக்க தேவ ரகசியங்களை தெளிவாய் உலகத்திற்கு சொல்லிவிட்டேன். இந்த ரகசியங்கள் எல்லாம் உலகத்திற்கு நாம் நித்யானந்தன் வடிவு கொண்டு சொல்லும் பொழுது எதிரிகள் பெருங்கோபத்தொடு நித்யானந்தன் திருவுருவை அழித்திடாமல் இருந்திடவே அவன் திருவுருவை கைலாயத்திற்கு கொண்டு வந்து பாதுகாப்பாக்கிக் கொண்டு பிறகு இந்த உண்மையெல்லாம் உலகத்திற்கு சொல்லுகின்றேன். அன்னை பராசக்தியும் கூட உண்மைகளை உலகிற்கு சொல்லும் முன் தற்காப்பு செய்து கொள்ள வேண்டிய அளவிற்கு மனிதர்களின் அரக்கத்தனமும் அட்டூழியமும் உலகத்தில் அரண்டு ஆடுகின்றது. ஓம் 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 ஓம்.
Yes. So we could all see what Devi Parashakti had revealed to us. Let us understand what was the exact revelations. On the 19th of May 2021, Parashakti had revealed, "You are asking remedy for black fungal disease. Know properly, black fungal disease is not only it will affect the lungs, it will smash the brain also. It is a bio weapon that makes humans a lifeless matter and push them to death." So this is what exactly Parashakti had revealed. The dimensions, the demonishness and the atrocities of humans is dancing in the world that even Mother Parashakti needs to do self-protection before telling the truths to the world. So this was the revelations by Parashakti on 19th May 2021 on the black fungus. So, what is this black fungus is all about? So, it was denied and dismissed as rare disease, and it was declared as an epidemic by several states. It was declared as a pandemic within pandemic, which eats the brain, it mutilates bodies and face, it eats bones, it affects only the COVID patients, and extremely fatal. 50% of people are infected with it, definitely die. So the black fungus, a pandemic within the COVID-19 pandemic. So you can see the news reporting. India reports nearly 9,000 cases of this rare infection of black fungus. So India has reported 8,800 cases of the deadly black fungus in a growing epidemic of the disease. The normally rare infection is called the mucormycosis. It has a mortality rate of 50%, with some only saved by removing an eye. But in recent months, India saw thousands of cases affecting the recovered and recovering COVID-19 patients. So doctors say there is a link with steroids used to treat COVID. So diabetics are at particular risk. And doctors have also told the BBC it seems to strike 12 to 18 days after the recovery from the COVID-19. So, the deadly black fungus maiming the COVID patients, India's holiest river is swollen with bodies, 6 hospitals, 3 days, and a COVID nightmare. The western states of Gujarat and Maharashtra have reported more than half of the reported cases. At least 15 more states have reported between 8 and 900 cases, and following the rise in cases, India's 29 states have been told to declare the disease as an epidemic. So, if you see, newly opened wards to treat patients suffering from the disease around the world because of the black fungus. So, this is the state where the world is affected by the black fungus. You can see COVID-19 shortage of black fungus drug amphotericin B is looming. So the news is reporting that Union Chemical Minister the Sadananda Gowda on the May 25th said that over 11,700 cases of mucormycosis, commonly known as the black fungus disease, has been identified in India. And going by this number, the required number of vials for the 6-week therapy would be over 29 lakh. And even with imports and boost to domestic production, what will be available could be the way below what is required, considering the fact that more cases are being added daily. So on May 22nd, there were 8,848 cases across India, according to the central government. So by May 26th, the total number of cases went up to 11,717, an increase of 2,869 cases in just 4 days. So, as how Devi Parashakti revealed, these cases are extremely looming the whole world, and with literal shortage of the drugs for black fungus. The next is the yellow fungus. Cases reported in Uttar Pradesh know why it can prove more dangerous than black white fungus. So, if you could see, after the black, white, and yellow fungus cases traced in Uttar Pradesh, there has been an unprecedented rise in black fungus cases, and most recently, the white fungus cases, both caused by the spread of environmental molds and unsanitary conditions. So, experts suggest that the yellow fungus infection, unlike the two other infections, could be much scarier because of the manner in which it affects the body's internal organs. Nithyananda, welcome back to your viewers. And I'm sure for each and every one of us, it is extremely frightening, if that word is not enough. It's extremely frightening to see
Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Nithyananda, we apologize for the technical glitch. Now, as we were sharing with you all, we are seeing the number of deaths exactly as Devi Parashakti revealed how the black fungus, the whole attack is happening. Remember, if each of these words of Devi Parashakti are standing true, standing as a testimony to her compassion, out of which she took this huge risk. Swamiji, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, has taken one of the biggest risks by revealing this to the humanity.
Exactly. Actually, you all need to know I think many more and more viewers are joining right now. We have a very, very important news to share with all of you. What has happened to the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism? What has happened to the Hindus, billions of Hindus living across the globe? What has happened to the humanity is unfair. Unfair. Understand, Swamiji had revealed in the satsang that actually not now, even last year, in the month of April 2020, Swamiji was telling about how people will succumb to the virus and the cascading effects of the pandemic. It's not just the pandemic itself, but the cascading effects of the pandemic and how people will die on roads. We saw that become reality in less than a year. And we saw how so many lives are just dying, continuously dying. And now what has happened, out of his utter compassion, Swamiji was the only person in the world to open all his houses for public to come and stay, for all the people that are suffering due to the COVID to come and stay, to come and have shelter, to come and have a safe living by providing a multi-layered quarantine with best organic food, best everything completely free of charge.
And to all the viewers that are joining us, that have joined us to know what the breaking news is, and to everyone who already heard what happened, because there are many people who are wanting to know more, we are going to tell you all, take you all through the breaking news and how there is a bio war that is launched on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism and Kailasa by the anti-Hindu militant terrorist forces. Now, this segment is very, very important because Hindus, Kailasians, human beings, we all need to know. Whenever there is a possibility, whenever there is someone standing up and doing even a little bit of a help, they are being shut down. They are being silenced. They are being boxed down. the supreme pontiff of Hinduism took one of the biggest step, one of the most important step, one of the most important solutions that is needed when the whole world is afraid, insecure, they're shutting down their services and they're all withdrawing themselves. Swamiji opened all of his Kailasas, each campus minimum at least preparing to receive 25,000 accommodations. And we all saw even how many campuses are open. Now,
Actually,
please
not
understand.
25,000 in each campus. Like this, we have 10 campuses already open and many more are coming. Actually, we have Alison Asami, one of our YouTube viewers, was asking what happened. Did something happen recently? Yes, something happened just yesterday. And it is something shocking, a shocking fact of how humanity is caught in the Maya matrix and how it is really, really planning for a huge destruction. Understand. Okay, let me first share what happened.
Now,
to all the people who are asking here, I'm going to be sharing what had happened. Before we actually share with you what is actually happening, we request everyone to get as many people as possible, because let them know this truth. Let them know how unjust, like, oh my God, actually, I'm literally boiling when I even came to know about this news. Do you all know? Just 10 months ago, we had a very, very viral news all over the world. A viral announcement from the governments of Britain, United States of America, Canada, Japan, New Zealand, to name a few, where we had the announcement about unsolicited seeds are coming in mystery packages packed from China, from unknown sources, and the seeds, those unsolicited seeds, are potential for any kind of extremely harmful and fatal pathogens. And we saw, following which, we started seeing in India the cases of black fungus, white fungus, and now yellow fungus all started coming out.
Now,
and
all of you
need
to know
and understand this package. This was 10 months ago. This was a viral news everywhere. The whole world was talking about it. And then the whole news got silenced. Nobody knows what was final thing. How did the government stop it? There was one, it was a clear thing. Anybody receives a package, go and give it to the FDA of those respective governments. After which, 10 months after that, yesterday, we all are aware that Swamiji has opened all his Kailasas. Everywhere, all the Kailasas are open just to give safe haven to people, just so that people stay alive. And do you all know what happened to the person who had literally squeezed his life out just for people to stay alive? In his home, the Adi Kailasa, this unsolicited seeds package was brought in. This unsolicited seeds package with the government stamp on it was sent to Adi Kailash. And this mystery package, which was sent to Adi Kailash, which was bought in there, understand, this is a very, very planned bio war which is launched directly on the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism. And actually, this is the only place, if you all remember, Devi herself had revealed that the only place in the whole world, the only place that can save you is Adi Kailasha, because that's the only place which has a conscious ship built. Understand, in that place, where in Adi Kailasa, in such a protected ambience, we are already having overwhelming number of people who are pouring in from all corners of India and all different countries from the South Asian belt, who are pouring in, who want to just stay alive, are coming in, especially people from India just flooding into the Adi Kailasa. And we are having the free accommodation, the best accommodation, best sattvic food, best monitored every single day, monitored health checkup, everything available for free. And after, so this, when this one whole literally ecosystem is developing, is budding with safe, protected people, where people are immune to any of these pathogens from outside, just to destroy that, the militant group had sent this package. This mystery package is not something small. Please do listen.
Actually, each of you, every viewer that are watching this, every YouTube viewer, every Facebook viewer, everyone on Twitter, Instagram, Kailasas, NTV, HNTV, and every social media platform, please listen. What we are bringing to you forth are factual that happened, and that the whole repercussions of which Adi Kailash, the whole ecosystem that the Supreme Pontiff has opened up to humanity is facing, and there's more to come. Please know, each of you, we request everybody, we are going to show you all the screenshots, we are going to present to you all the facts, evidences, pictures in a proper presentation. We request everybody that are watching it. We have Mark Shipra Prasad Nikananda, we have Alison Asami, we have Manitya Paramashivoham, Mapurna Pandolekar, and so many of you are asking what happened, and so many of you are wanting to know more, and so many of you are wanting to understand. Please listen. Each of you can go ahead and Google it up. Please do go and Google. We are going to show you the screenshots. We are presenting to you the pictures of it, everything. Till then, we request everybody to also do your personal Google one, so you understand how strategic, planned, and what sinister conspiracy this is.
Actually,
till 10 months before, like we were sharing, so many governments came forward, so many countries, so many first world countries have come forward saying their farmers, the country farmers and many others are receiving a mystery package sent from a particular country.
Actually, you all can everyone search for that term. It's just unsolicited seeds. You just search using this term as unsolicited seeds. You will get what we are talking about.
Now, each of you, I will request everybody to actually take a moment or two. Please go ahead. You all can Google and please post it back to us on Twitter with hashtag Nithyananda. And you all can, please, each of you can go ahead and Google, and each of you can share. If you
actually,
see
the hashtags to be used are hashtag unsolicited seeds, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa, and even you can use the hashtag COVID-19. I request the NTV operator to kindly project these hashtags. Hashtags unsolicited seeds, hashtag Nithyananda, hashtag Kailasa. I request everybody right now, show what, yes, Ma, Shipra Prasadika Nanda is asking, who could do something so low and so demonic? Yes, Ma, actually I'm literally burning just knowing this news. It's really something. How can someone think of something like this?
Actually, in so many countries, governments have stopped and warned. There are so many, each of you can Google and see, there's so much of news announcements everywhere, including countries like New Zealand, countries like UK, countries like America, and so many other places where these mystery packages, there will be, so we are just narrating it to you all. So many countries, farmers and many citizens receive a mystery package in their mailboxes. So when they go and see it, it will be labeled as jewels, it will be labeled as toys, it will be labeled as some random, there will be so many packages that will be labeled, which was never ordered by those people. So when they open and see, they could see random seeds like sunflower seeds, some seeds which are even unidentified. Now this shocked many farmers. And when this was reported, not just in one country, this was reported in various other countries, and this unsolicited seeds package was being shipped at large quantities from an unknown source to multiple people. When this happened, so many governments came forward. This is an official news that was announced, and all of you can see it. So many governments came forward and imposed a clear ban on such people taking in such products, and they clearly warned the citizens, and they wanted these packages to be submitted to their local FDA governments, the Food Department of Food, in their respective countries. Now, when these were the actions that were taken by government, and this was targeted in many first world countries in the globe, and 10 months later, after such rigorous steps being taken by so many governments, 10 months later, when the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened up Kailasa, the world's only Hindu nation, and the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism opened up Kailasas to the world for a corona preventive and protective care, giving protection and prevention for people from COVID, a free stay, free accommodation, best healthcare, and many other things for common public to come and use to protect themselves during the times of the pandemic. When this happened, just as recent as within the last 24 hours to 48 hours, Kailasa, the Adi Kailasa, the main campus, the headquarters of Kailasa, received an unsolicited seed packages containing, we do not know, some unknown pathogens. This package came with a bill from the local government, the Indian government. This is from the Customs Department with a bill, and this unsolicited package was attempted to be delivered to Adi Kailasa. Every viewer should know which many first world countries governments have banned, saying unsolicited packages should not be accepted, and these same seeds, it is this same seeds that were being distributed in many countries, including countries like New Zealand, US, Europe, etc., where governments took a strong stance to ban all of these packages just 24 hours before, just immediately few days after the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism has announced and opened the Kailasa campuses for public. This attempt to deliver this unsolicited packages were made, which alarmed the administrators of Kailasa, the Adi Kailasa campus, and many of them are trying to still find out, investigate more on this. But this package, we even showed you all the screenshots of the government, the Customs Department sending us the bill and the notice, and each of you, we are going to be projecting that back to you all again. Yes, we have Brian Birch who's commenting, oh my God. Yes, to everybody that are watching this, everybody that are feeling, oh my God, what is happening? Please listen. This is a bio war, not just against Kailashins or Kailasa. This is a bio war against humanity, against Hinduism, and against the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism.
Actually, we can list so many reasons establishing this why. Just see, this is because this is the only place. Why do you think this is attacked? This is not because we are Hindus. This is not because we are any other things. Understand, it's time we wake up at least now. It is because this is the only place that is safe for humanity. Understand what Devi had warned. Devi said clearly, the Brahma Rakshasas are out. They are going to literally dance. They have already started, and they are planning to wipe out a huge percentage of humanity. That is why what is happening, the whole spiritual pralaya is over. Now what is happening is a bio war, man-made bio war. It is important that we wake up at least now. Understand how will 10 months before, everywhere in the news media channels, they spoke about this unsolicited seeds. Where did it end? Where is the end of that? Where is the resolution after that? What has been done? Where is the news on that? How come media completely silenced it? How come when we are seeing on the roads, people are dying in India, how come the numbers are very lowly played? How come? How come what media is telling is something so totally different from what is happening? Understand, all the people who are watching now, it is time that we wake up. It is time that each of us wake up and realize, I was just shocked. My God, nobody in the world has ever opened their homes, all their homes out just for humanity to stay alive in such a protective way.
If you see even now, how many celebrities have opened up their summer homes? There are how many charity foundations from how many people are ready to take this risk? Yes, there are many organizations raising funds, but who is opening up from their personal hard work, their personal hard-earned money, using that? You all need to know, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism publicly announced that he is not going to accept any fund from anyone for this, and Swamiji clearly announced that it is going to be from his personal hard-earned money as a service to humanity, for humanity to protect itself.
the country, I mean, the citizens of the country, the anti-Hindu spiritual elements, which chased out Swamiji from his own campus, which made Swamiji